but their ability to attack the basketball, when you look at Iguodala and Draymond, it's really impressive. You know, you just aren't used to seeing guys at that size that can have that kind of
impact. It's getting physical. Whoa. It's getting physical.
My goodness.
It's getting physical.
Well, that definitely got the crowd's attention.
Getting heated.
And that was off the jump ball. Fighting over position. And you see Christian and Curry, if you're Golden State, that's not a fair fight. You don't want to have the potential to lose your best player. Now, Kevin, it looked like Christian was in position, but he wasn't on the circle, right, which allows the other player to walk.
Was rocking when they were up 8 in the third. And Iguodala, good ball denial, has to call timeout. And now Golden State is out of timeouts. James and Curry having words.
It was about how much contact was being allowed from Steph Curry's standpoint when he's trying to get open. And late in the game, you know, it's anything goes.
Certainly plenty of contact. That's where Curry objected and said something to Jason Phillips, the official. And LeBron James let him know what he thought about the complaint. There's been some harsh talk here in the fourth. First, James.
West has Biedrins against him. 22-point night for West as he goes to work and draws the foul. And now Hibbert and Lee go after each other.
Roy Hibbert is really causing himself a problem. Now this is getting out of hand because it's going into the stands. This is really out of hand over here. Oh no. Let's clean this up, fellas. We'll clean this up. Get this back on the floor. Roy Hibbert got mad about what happened with him and Lee, but they've got to clean this up. Get back on the floor. Get yourself, and Frank is doing the right thing. Pete Myers is in there. He tries to make sure that he gets Roy Hibbert out, but he pushes him, and he pushes him hard. But he pushes him high. So that'll be the first thing. So that was supposed to be in the punch area. And then Roy Hibbert tries to throw it. And then from there, it looks like Steph Curry. Steph Curry is trying to get Roy Hibbert to back out of it. And then Lee has the jersey.
And then Paul George was trying to hold Steph Curry.
Steph Curry and Roy Hibbert through him. And at that point, then you see Jared Jack come in and push, and Jared Jack at that point becomes an instigator.
Yeah.
Because now
6 threes less per game than the Warriors do. But they're good shooting it.
Rebko missing that three. Remember I said there's no size inside? Steph Curry just got that offensive rebound. And Beverly, he's an irritant. He's trying to get into something right off the bat.
Sure. They'd sacrifice him for Curry.
Oh, in a second. And he knows it. He didn't like that Steph flexed after he got the offensive rebound. So he was fouled as he got that rebound.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, a little push. I like to see it. Steph's not going to back down. That's good.
They're actually going to review to make sure nothing happened in this fracas, and nothing really did.
Let's see how he responds.
So it's a double technical foul. Steph with a little flex, I guess could be construed as taunting, and then Beverly shoved him. So no free throws.
Steph just got the news. He didn't take it so well here. He had no idea that was going to be blown. Look at Beverly. He's tracking him.
Well, Beverly and Bradley, like I said, they're just tagging each other out. And Steve Kerr is protecting Steph right now.
Yep.
Because as you said, Jim, that's all they would want is to take Steph off his game, and Beverly knows it. And that's more his game. He is a junkyard dog.
What's the season? Got an offensive foul now.
Oh, and now Ariza just ran by Curry, and he hit him, and they're going at it.
Draymond Green has to hold Curry back. You rarely see Steph Curry lose his cool.
Yeah, no, well, Ariza, as he ran down the floor, he ran right into Curry. He could have obviously run around him, kind of bumped him, and Steph Curry took exception. I wanted the Rockets to have some fight, but not literally. Like, okay, that's fine. Then maybe they're going to get engaged now and get into this ball game, but no need for any of that, the extracurricular activity.
Let's look here at the first foul by Curry. There it is.
Screen, illegal screen.
So Ariza doesn't like that, so he makes a beeline for Curry.
Thompson misses his third free throw of the night. As Tristan Thompson able to get that deflected rebound. And a foul on Curry, and Curry's going to get it with a technical. He throws his mouthpiece after fouling out of the game.
And it hit a fan, Mike.
Steph Curry apologizes to the fan, but lost his temper. First time he's fouled out since December 2013. And then gets hit with a technical foul with 4:22 remaining. The frustration setting in. Curry finishes with 30 points. It has been a roller coaster ride in these finals for Curry. And the crowd delighting in his exit. Now Curry's going back to the locker room. I'm not sure if they threw him out, which you can do on one technical, or he's just going out because he's fouled out, trying to get word from the officials. So Irving shoots the one-shot technical. He thought he got all ball. And then got in front of James. And it was that second contact that they called. And you rarely see Curry lose it like that. And he was...
And without him at the free throw line, his game could be different. And to your point, Curry being guarded by Chalmers. Curry lost him and got all the way to the cup.
Oh, it's got to be a technical. He's got to be thrown out.
Wow. And Curry has been thrown out of the game.
I mean, he threw his mouthpiece in the direction of the official.
Did they throw Iguodala out as well? Curry's done.
Well, they threw Durant out, too. Kevin Durant just got thrown out, too, partner.
And the Golden State Warriors have completely unraveled. Durant and Curry have been ejected.
Wow, partner, this spiraled out of control quickly.
Sure, exactly. You can throw a player out with one tech. I don't know how many techs actually have been called. Gasol shoots 2 free throws.
I think the Steph Curry ejection is because he threw his mouthpiece in the direction. After he scores his layup here, no foul call. You see here, he throws the mouthpiece in the direction.
That's an automatic ejection through his mouthpiece at Scott Wall. That is an automatic ejection, and Curry will be writing a big check.
Well, then Kevin Durant had some choice words for the officials to Brian Forte. Brian Forte didn't wait at all.
Beverly harassing Curry. Beverly, a very physical defender, and is called for the foul. And this is what Beverly likes to do. Play very physical. It's been called. To players at his position.
But is very physical. See, Beverly reached in after the whistle. Curry objected to that. There's nothing there, though. That was initiated to me by Curry. You know, Patrick Beverly's playing.
Beating pressured, so he wants to have the same feeling to the opponent. And to me, you knew this was coming. Because Patrick Beverly plays with an edge, and I totally agree with Coach. Technically. But this is just good defense. This is playoff basketball. And Steph Curry is not going to back down. Danny Crawford right away gets in between and separates them. Beverly also says, if I played myself, I'd want to fight me too. Chance of MVP for Curry. The officials reviewing it. Now, there was a technical foul handed out. Whether or not it's going to be a double.
Scuffle kind of going on over the bench, as you see. Isaiah Stewart didn't take too kindly to Steph Curry and his non-verbal actions.
Steph trolling the bench. Stewart not liking that.
I'm not sure about Stewart getting up and getting aggressive there.
Plays under review for hostile act.
You do not want to make number 30 angry.
No, that's the bull right there. Throw the red flag out on him.
Don't poke the bear.
And now talking with.
During that timeout, Reg, we saw this, an impassioned Steph Curry.
That might be the most animated I've ever seen him during a game.
Kelly Oubre.
Good job. You have to. The Magic shooting 60%. Unfortunately, the Warriors are at 78.
Curry has some words for Peyton.
EP being very physical with Steph Curry.
Foul number 10, Fournier.
I was thinking four together.
With confidence, 14-point first quarter. And Stephen is fouled, and it just has Elfrid Payton like, wait a minute, the whistle blew, you're still fouling me. You don't see Steph react like that very often.
Foul number 10, Fournier.
It was very much a, what are you doing?
In second, third team foul. In for the Magic. Number 14.
It is being bottled up. It's a 2-on-1. Drop it to Curry, and he is just crushed out of bounds. And now he's going to get a tee. He wanted to foul there, and it should have been. This is not defense. I mean, this definitely some contact. out of a game where they've had all kinds of fouls all over the place. How this is ruled just out of bounds, that's as angry as you will ever see Steph.
Yeah, he was hot. You can't just pick and choose which one's the call. There's definitely contact there.
That's not the angle. Show the other angle.
I know Steph initiated it, but
it's the side angle that we had live. You saw Steph get bounced 4 feet to the left. And he is angry. It's where a man bounces him. There, you could see the foul very clearly.
I'm telling you, if I'm the Clippers, I'd be very afraid right now.
Scoring tear. Others picking up the slack here in the first half. As Shumpert, just a silly foul, and that puts him in the penalty. And Curry, who is brilliant at the free throw line, will go there. Shumpert and Curry yapping back and forth. That's not a smart play by Shumpert.
Just a bad play. We watched the Warriors struggle to score early, and the Cavs kept on fouling. Steph Curry, 10, 11 free throws. Trust your defense. Trust your defense.
I just don't understand it.
This is a guy that's made his last 27 free throws. And you're going to send him to the line?
He was one shot.
Markieff Morris with 8 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds, contributing in a lot of ways for the Lakers right now. Curry leaning in, draws the foul. Schroeder took a shot to the face there. He thought that was an offensive foul. Schroeder picking up his second personal.
And that's the part that's tough, because as much as you want to protect offensive players, you also have to protect the defenders. And I'm not saying that he wasn't going to land in his space, but right there, Steph is jumping into him, leading with an elbow. You know, right now, and there goes Frank Vogel wanting to check that out. That's tough. Like, you want to protect the offensive player 100%. And you see the little conversation.
Yeah, I wonder, is this a friendly conversation or no? Look at Toscana. Anderson is in there, stepping in there to protect Steph Curry. At first, it seemed like it was just an amiable conversation between the two, but clearly it wasn't, because other guys stepped in there because they didn't like how Schroeder was handling that. I thought that was an offensive foul.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal.
So Frank Vogel challenging this, and I think this is an offensive foul on Steph Curry.
I do. Like, he's jumping in and leads with the elbow. Like, there was no area where
Steph Curry banked it home. He's got 29. Look at Steph. No. He's going to get a tee here. He wanted a foul. He pump faked him. Thought Malik Monk landed on him. Matt Callio, this is year 1 in the NBA. And Coach Kerr is backing him up. You never see Steph do this. Yeah, he just, because he didn't run back. He went right to the official. Well, if you're the Warriors, channel all this frustration. Here's another look. Here's a pump fake. There's definitely some contact there. They're saying Malik Monk didn't really jump forward. Steph just abandoned the game.
The inbound on Curry. Here's Mills, penetrates into Curry, misses the shot, but a foul is called. And Steph Curry really upset with Jason Phillips, who made the call from all the way over here. Third on Curry. I wonder if he's saying, how could you see that from where you were?
But it's a foul. It's a foul.
They got him on the arm there.
Execute up 5 here. Well, you take your time. Magic have a foul to give. Steph for 3. Got it! Of course. Put him to sleep. Night. The closer. The layup, the 3, the 8-point lead, the Magic timeout. And they are buzzing in the building. Steph does not care how many threes he's made the whole game. It's winning time.
Shot clock down to 7. Irving sets for 3. Short rebound knocked out of Shumpert's hands. Iguodala. Curry drives again. Left-handed blocked by James. Rejected out of bounds. He's done that a couple of times in these finals, and the two of them have some words. Shumpert getting involved. One of the blocks in Game 6 that James blocked Curry and then looked at him and had some things to say. You see the track down by LeBron. Big time defensive play. Says, you know my word. Particular play. And these two just talking, going back and forth. Thompson trying to pull him away. And Thompson having something to say. Much to do about nothing there. But you can get tricked, not LeBron, but fans around the world, and see, you know, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, and you could think.
Jalen Green. Oh, man. It's a foul. Dillon Brooks. Curry is tripped again. And whoa, now Dillon Brooks got up and hit Steph, and Draymond is the big brother. And so you've got a little pushing and shoving, and Steven Adams is going to clean up everything.
Well, Dillon Brooks just tried to take the ball from Steph. Now Dillon Brooks and Steph are having words. Steph isn't backing down. Dillon Brooks is one of those players, he'll try to mask his dirty. I remember last game, he took a swipe at Steph's thumb, acting like he's contested a shot, but here's the foul. You get this ball screen, Steph goes snake dribble, and Dillon Brooks clearly fouls him. He's frustrated. Probably the best part of last game was when Dillon Brooks fouled out, and Steph is pointing at him, laughing at him, and Dillon Brooks was so salty, he went after the ball. Oh, you mad, bro? Yeah, he was mad.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of nothing there, to be honest.
There's nothing. And Dillon Brooks was too salty. He couldn't handle it. And Steph was like, yeah, what do you want to do? He's not backing down. Dillon Brooks is always trying to stare people. That was my favorite part of the game. I was here for last game when Dillon Brooks fouled out and everybody starts waving at Dillon Brooks, falling over, and he tried to take GP2 with him. And this is what Dillon Brooks does. Like, he's made kind of a name for himself, and he's stayed in the league, and he does a lot of other things well, but
yeah, when he
went to
get the ball, you had Draymond and Quentin Post saying that's enough. And also, let's be real. The Gary Payton injury where Dillon Brooks shoved him in the back.